Hi, my name is Abhishek and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. So today's my topic is Tarun Tejpal case judgment. So as we all know, this case recently got a very huge amount of media coverage because the additional session judge acquitted a former editor of our news magazine, Tarun Tejpal, of charges of rape. The BJP-led government in Goa has filed an appeal in the High Court against this. So let us talk about what is this case about. So Tarun Tejpal faces charges of rape of an employee of his firm in November 2013. He was tried under section introduced into the law after the Nirbhaya case. This includes him being in a position of power, authority, and trust over the young woman concerned. He was her boss, whom she considered a father figure. The father, in fact, of every very close friend. She was confused as what her course of action should be since of many relationships were at stake. Her legal battle continues for years now. So there are so many concerns about this recent judgment. So like the judgment transforms the accused into the victim, and it is the young woman who becomes the accused. So it says neither demonstrate any kind of normative behavior on her own part, that is an prosecutrix of sexual assault might be possible show. The survivor did not fit into the court's preconceived ideas of rape survivor behavior, and so she is considered a liar. This pushes us back to 1979 when a rape survivor had proof through physical marks on her body and that she had not consented. Law gives weightage to the statement of a victim of rape with the proviso of its being credible and sterling. A judgment gives a new and dangerous interpretation to this. It poses the question, who is a sterling witness? So, sterling witness means whose version can be accepted by the court without a corroboration and based on which the guilt can be punished. So it then accepts the very highly objectionable charge of the defense to prove that the witness was not sterling. So there are the violations made in this case. The privacy. First one is privacy. The full personal details of survivor were laid out bare in the judgment. Her name and that of her family, her WhatsApp messages, her personal mails, and her photographs and her relationships. This is total violation of her right to privacy and have no relevance to the charge of rape. In sharp contrast, there is a blanket of protection given by the court to the accused. Second one is evidence. Even his WhatsApp messages referring to fingertips, a clear reference of what he had done to the survivor was ignored. The most telling evidence against the accused was his own personal apology, the draft of an official apology. The other is the conversation recorded by the survivor with the senior woman officer negotiating on behalf of the accused. These evidences clearly show that there was no ulterior motive behind the complaint, but they were not considered in the accepting the woman's argument. So on the other hand, witness gave evidence that the survivor shared a traumatic experience with them within the hours of incident. These prove that it was no afterthought, but these were the bruised aside on grounds that they are her friends and therefore biased. However, the statement of the accused's own sister and another female colleague known to be close to him were accepted as being true. Even the right of a survivor to approach the activist and lawyer for their help is criminalized in this judgment, and senior members of the Bar Council such as Indra Jaising are put in this dock as probable advisors for doctoring and also of adding to incidents. So there's so much so why this judgment is wrong precedent? Because a larger concern is to do with the nature of sexualization of women at a workplace. It is made possible by not just accused boss but by women too in position of authority and the normalization of a process by them. This judgment is an example of wrong kind of victim claiming the shaming and benefit the accused. The judgment must not allow to become a precedent in dealing in relating the workplace safety of women, and the sooner it is overturned, the better.